What's good, everyone? This is going to be a reading today on strike or knowing when to strike. I feel like for everyone watching, you could be preparing yourself to do something. It's quite interesting. As I said that, I got like a vision of someone almost like texting someone who they didn't want to kind of text. I don't know why that's coming through. It's reminding me of like it's almost like the energy of like texting an ex, like building the courage to text an ex. I don't even recommend any of y'all to do that, but that's the energy that's coming through. I don't know. I don't want to be the cause for bringing not bringing a relationship together that's meant to be. So use your own intuition. But I don't know why that analogy was coming through here. It was almost like someone being nervous to text someone. It could also be like applying for maybe a job that you're scared to apply for some reason. I can't even say for some reason. I can actually relate to that. I remember there was a job that I had many years ago, and I was a bit nervous to apply for it because I thought I was never going to get it. I did end up getting that job. But I can't act. I can't act like I'm above that actually, because I literally felt I was never good enough to work at that place. So I did kind of feel a bit nervous applying for there, and I felt really nervous. I remember near enough shitting my damn self for that interview. I somehow came across incredibly put together in that interview. I remember they um they complimented me after I got the job on how well I conducted myself in that interview. Little did they know I was, you know, not too far from shitting myself. Like, not literally, guys, but I was, I was, I was feeling the pressure. Put it that way. So that's another analogy. I'm just sitting and seeing if anything else comes through. It could be like booking something that's kind of coming through as well. I'm laughing because I'm laughing because I could accidentally be tapping into the different piles. So I'm gonna stop myself now and wait for the actual pile selection. So completely erase what I've just said in terms of attaching them to the piles, because I'm gonna ask Spirit, please don't give me the exact same analogies that you just helped me channel. Oh fuck! Is there any point in this reading? Okay, come on. Part ones, part twos, part threes. I've literally got a pause on this. I'm gonna get stuck into it, but I've got a pause on this because I might have just given each part a summary. Fuck's sake. Let's get stuck into part ones. Part ones, something you're gonna strike. Let's see what comes through. Let's see what comes through. How you feeling, pile number ones? What's the weather like while you're watching this? How's life? Um, so hopefully, maybe you didn't watch the introduction and you skipped straight to your pile. Because I was hoping this didn't happen. I was tapping into the energy. Basically, what happened in the introduction, I was tapping into the energy of like the vibe of this reading, right? And then these examples started to come through, and I realized that in the introduction that they were actually explaining the piles. You know, I really didn't want to believe it, but they were, and I could just realize what happened. You know, I'm not sure if you know, like, if you have that feeling sometimes when there's just a truth and you just wish it wasn't so, but then it is. And then like, I wish I just didn't even talk about the fact that, in typical Aries fashion, to be honest, I wish that I didn't say it out loud, but then I had already said it out loud. So I found myself like just in an absolute mess, basically, and just tried to rush on to your pile number ones because I realized that I was literally digging myself a deeper hole. So pile number ones, like this image was coming through like a telephone. So I guess the difference that we can add to this reading is that I saw in pile number one's like initial energy, like someone texting someone, and like someone was very anxious. Like, I don't want to do this. They were nervous about what the other person's gonna say. I could literally just feel the energy of someone texting someone. They they didn't have the courage to do it, but they were doing it anyway. This is coming through as a call. So pile number ones, it might come through as a call and not a text message. This feels to me to be like romantic interest. Um, I just don't know personally why there's so much nervousness. I'm not sure if it's you, or I'm not sure if it's someone who's gonna message you or call you. But there seems to be some form of anxiety here of like, I don't know, it's like, it just gives me the energy of like, if I could like really sniper it down and narrow it down, it's almost the energy of like, I'm not sure if the person still likes me, you know? I'm not sure if the person still likes me. Now I'm getting this example as a feminine texting the masculine energy. But yeah, I feel like the masculine has really got no idea, to be honest with you. I think he's got no idea that the feminine is feeling so much anxiety and stuff in order to do this. So if you're the feminine watching this and you feel yourself in that kind of situation, I'd probably say to you, yeah, if you feel it in your gut, just do what you got to do. I'd probably say to make something to make you feel better is, I don't think, and use your own intuition for this, but I just don't think the masculine has even got a clue to how, like, almost like how you feel. Which I guess the irony in that is that's usually how the feminine feels about the masculine. Like, she doesn't know how he feels, which is clearly the case here, but like, he doesn't know how you feel either. And you can only insert what seems right to you here. For me, like how this vibration is coming through, it's like there's been a long time. There's been a long time of not talking or something like that. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else I can add to this reading, pole number ones. I feel like someone's just got to muster up some courage and talk something out. But there is kind of a sense here of maybe like someone overthinking something, or yeah, overthink. I don't really like the word overthinking, because I think so many good things in my life has come through overthinking. But it's kind of maybe like, overthinking has weight to it, has truth to it, when you're just in a loop. So overthinking when you're able to think something, come up with a solution, think something, come up with a solution, think something, come up with a solution. That's good overthinking. But when you're thinking something, no solution, thinking the same thing, no solution, thinking something, no solution, that's bad overthinking. Does that make sense? So, pound number ones, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Hope you got something from it. If you did, please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the If You Pause website, ifyoupause.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Okay, pile number twos. So, pile number twos, something you're striking into, or I can't even remember the title, sorry. But it feels like something that, to be honest, this is almost like falling into. It might be like you're falling in love. I feel like this is maybe, there's kind of two energies coming in here. It's like bumping into someone and falling in love, or it's like bumping into a situation and it just feels like perfect alignment. So there's the energy here, pile number twos. I feel like it's almost a little bit almost like bumping into someone famous too. Or it's like someone significant. Like there's been certain times in my life where these random things have happened, and I kind of just felt something in my intuition, in my gut, that, oh man, I'm just meant to do this thing. And then you do that thing and it ends up being, not always necessarily in the way that you might think, but it ends up being, like I remember I'll give you an example, one of my mentors, this, you might be able to relate to this, pile number twos, that one of my mentors, I remember the way that relationship began was through something really, really random. I'm not going to explain how it happened, but it was really like fated and random. And I couldn't tell you, like, I could never guess, I should say, that I knew how long that relationship was going to serve me. That relationship lasted for so long. And that's what this reminds me of, is that there's this random thing like your intuition saying, oh, pop to the shop right now. or go pick this up, go pick that up, go to that event today. And in doing that, you're going to bump into a person or something, and like I said, it might not necessarily be romance, but it's going to give you the feeling of love. And I feel really pile number two is that's really your reading. Not really much more to it. I think the reading was nailed there. So good luck in this new relationship or situation that you're about to bump into. Go with the flow. Don't be afraid, I guess. Almost don't be afraid to take some form of risk as well. So yeah, remember to like, comment and subscribe, pile number twos. Thanks for being here. Check out the If You Pause website, ifyoupause.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, pile number threes. There's something interesting going on here, which is like things somewhat seem in like reverse. I'm not sure, like, so I'm guessing that this actual part of the snell is at the base, because that's where the snell kind of comes out of, or it pokes its head back into. And here I was giggling because it was like it didn't want to end there. It didn't want to. It wanted to end here. And it's given me vibes of almost like, I'm not sure if there's such thing of like purposeful confusion. It kind of reminds me a little bit of when people want to take certain drugs like LSD. I'm not saying that when you're on LSD you're confused, but you're definitely in like an altered reality. There was something about this energy which was like, no, I want to be altered. I don't want to do it that. I don't want to be that way. I want it to be altered. This also reminds me a little bit of like an intake or an outtake, more of an intake. It's like in that alteration, you're able to intake more. That might even just be like wisdom. So some of you might be like experimenting with different drugs, basically. But if you're not into that, it's very much that you're opening yourself up to like a different perspective, which may seem confused or different to others. It might even be through breath work or meditation, through some other kind of spiritual experience. But there's something in your energy which is saying, I'm purposely trying this in order to intake. Like, I'm almost seeing that arrow, like the turbo of a car. You might even want to Google like turbo system in a car. Like, it's like bringing more air into the engine in order to have a experience. And it's funny as well because it's a snell, which I didn't say, But like what does a snail what does a snail say to you? Snails are usually, people think, slow, don't they? Funnily enough, snails always remind me of like Taurus energy too, because like Taurus is very much homely energy, and the snails have their home on their back. Like Taurus, in my opinion, they're always like they love home, but they also love like to experience different types of homes in order to almost know their own home better. So there's an energy here of like possibly feeling like you're slow. Something's coming along slowly, and you're going to change that up by experiencing something different. And in doing so, that's going to give you like almost like your jet fuel, your turbo in whatever this thing is you're trying to achieve. It could even be home. It could be yeah, I don't know the examples exactly of how this scenario fits you, but yeah, I don't know. I think we kind of nailed that analogy pretty well, pile number 3. So I feel like that's what you're doing. I don't feel like I need to tell you to be patient, because I feel like you very much have embraced that patient energy already. Kind of it being the snail there, you've already embraced that energy. Yeah, so part number 3 is, I hope this was useful. Hope you was able to take something away from it. If you were, please do remember to like, comment and subscribe. Check out the If You Pause website, ifyoupause.com, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.